Where did Early's raid on Washington take place? Have you ever wondered just how close the Confederate forces came to capturing the heart of the Union during the American Civil War? Early's raid on Washington in 1860 is a fascinating chapter in this conflict. This raid primarily took place in the vicinity of Washington, D.C., focusing on the defenses located north of the city. The main action unfolded at Fort Stevens, which is situated in what is now northwest Washington, D.C. About 4 miles from the iconic White House. In July of 1864, after a victory at the Battle of Monocacy, Confederate Lieutenant General Jubal Early led his troops toward Washington. He commanded around 10,000 infantry and 4,000 cavalry. As Early's forces approached, they reached the outskirts of the city and engaged Union defenders at Fort Stevens on July 11th and 12th. The battle at Fort Stevens involved skirmishes and demonstrations against the fort's defenses. The defenders were a mix of clerks, convalescent soldiers, and newly arrived veteran reinforcements from the Union Army of the Potomac. Despite Early's attempts to breach the fortifications, the strong defenses held firm. The timely arrival of Union reinforcements played a crucial role in repelling the Confederate attack. Interestingly, President Abraham Lincoln was present during the fighting at Fort Stevens. He even came under fire from Confederate sharpshooters, marking a rare moment in history where a sitting U.S. president faced direct enemy fire. This highlights just how close the Confederate forces were to the Union capital. After the unsuccessful assault on Fort Stevens, Early withdrew his troops back into Maryland and eventually returned to Virginia. This raid was part of Early's broader campaign in 1864, aimed at diverting Union troops from the siege of Petersburg and relieving pressure on Richmond by threatening Washington directly. In summary, Early's raid on Washington took place primarily around Fort Stevens, just north of the city. This location was part of a comprehensive network of fortifications designed to protect the Union capital during the Civil War. The events of those 2 days in July reminded us of the high stakes and intense military strategies that defined this tumultuous period in American history.